to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Mayegun live. Dear brethren in the temple of truth, you're welcome back once again. And if you have read the caption of this broadcast, remember to read the description of the broadcast as well. Like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them all that Mayegun today, that Mayegun is live. And according to the writer of this broadcast, it seems, as predicted, the day of reckoning or the day of a showdown is near in Rivers State of trouble, where the incumbent governor, Seamless Fubara, has been facing some backlashes from his erstwhile political family. Anyway, I don't think that pretty much describes it anymore. They are now sworn enemies that are now looking for the jugular of one another and see who is going to probably bleed out first. The Supreme Court of Injustice of the Contraption, right, played a smart one, a very much like an heavy blow to the political base of Fubara. And since then, Wike has been going lyrical. So we are going to start from River State tonight. Indeed, bringing to you the updates on the ongoing face-off, right, between Wike and his estranged godson or political son, whatever you want to call it. So today, Sim Fubara went to the supposed place that is like their House of Assembly, like the makeshift. Remember, the original one has been bombed in 2023 when the crisis, started. Now, the Supreme Court judgment, which has given the Wike's loyalists the upper hand. I'm talking about the political leverage or advantage over a recalcitrant political son of Wike, which is Fubara. However, for those who care to know better, even though this stage seemed to have been like, to be a stage that they've passed, but they haven't, sincerely. It's like going back to square one. When this whole thing started in 2023, right? The primary goal or order given to the Martin Amawile's House of Assembly was to quickly prepare the impeachment of Fubara. Initially, it was to scare him and see if he could probably come back to his senses and implement what he agreed to, which was to share the 30% of the all revenue accrued to the River State people should be given to the political base of Wike. Now, this was the genesis, according to the available information out there, even though Wike denied it. And then Fubara and his camp said the reason why this whole wahala started in the first place was because of sharing formula, which was 30-70, 70% for the rest of River State, 30 for Wike and his cronies. So along the line, the House of Assembly members probably made a wrong move at the wrong time that got their seats declared vacant, which the Supreme Court has now reinstated by saying they'd never decamped, and therefore Fubara was ordered to go back to them, deal with them, even though he wouldn't want to. So deal with them or lose the state allocation, which is currently being withheld by the Tiknumbu's regime. So today, Seamless Fubara and his entourage, they appeared at what looked like the makeshift status of assembly, right? He said he sent a letter, I sent a letter to them yesterday that, okay, in fulfillment of the Supreme Court judgment, he will be presenting the 2025 budget to them and also probably make peace with them. Here is the letter that was sent to the State House of Assembly members yesterday in the afternoon. Let me read it in parts, by the way. Addressed to Martin Awile. Please recall, it's a presentation of Rivers State 2025 budget to the Rivers State House of Assembly. Please recall my statewide broadcast of 2nd March 2025, in which I expressed our unreserved commitment to implementing the recent Supreme Court judgments on the political disputes in Rivers State as soon as the enrolled judgment orders were served on us. It was in furtherance of this commitment that we initiated the consultative meetings with the Rivers State House of Assembly for the 10th of March 2025 to consider all the issues raised by the judgment and agree on the way forward in the best interest of their states. However, these crucial meetings was never held, which was unfortunate. Nevertheless, we have decided to move on to swiftly implement the terms of the judgment as promised, having now been served with the certified true copy. Consequently, we wish to notify Mr. Speaker of our desire and intention to present the 2025 Rivers State Appropriation Bill to the Rivers State House of Assembly on Wednesday, 12th March 2025 by 10 a.m. Thank you for your kind consideration of my request by the House, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it was revealed that the letter was delivered, but it was not to actually be honored. So this morning, Fubara appeared at what would look like the State House of Assembly. But upon getting there, the gate was shut. That is the headline in most of their, their media or newspaper cutouts online and offline today. But there is more. Where Wike, who just came back from Italy, held his own media parley, called in some journalists, asking him, some, random questions, or should I say prepared questions to have a shot at his own sworn political enemies, shouting, screaming as usual, but we'll get to that part. So the highlight of Wike's 120 minutes parley with the media was basically about bragging on how, Fubara will be taught a very big lesson of his life, and it's just unraveling. The first part was this, when he appeared at Martin's Amawile's assembly. Watch this.
Wait, come this way.
Don't worry.
No, we captured them from here. Oh, sorry.
Clear, police. Clear one corner.
Come on, for road.
Make him fine. For position, and for plus position inside. Sorry.
The gate is locked.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
There are no security men.
Nobody to open the gate.
They left. All of them.
With members of, a few members of the council to comply with the Supreme Court judgment. Before my arrival, I've already made several attempts by phone call to reach the Speaker and other members. I also did a letter personally which was transmitted to the Honorable Speaker for this particular invitation. But it's unfortunate that at the gates, you can see that the place is completely sealed and there's no sign that anything is going to happen today. The reason why we're doing this, I've always said it, is the interests of our people, which is the most important thing. Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Maybe they are working on their letter. I expect to hear from them maybe after this hour. Thank you.
See, they are inside now. They are inside. See them there, and I'm seeing them. The governor wants to meet them there. Withdraw.
So that was the drama at what I kind of found out as well is the fact that after bombing the status of assembly in 2023 and the place got shut down, so the assembly guys, the lawmakers, right, loyal to Wike, they have been meeting within their own legislative quarters. It's like they converted a small space within their legislative quarters as the assembly. Something that ordinarily those who were initially on the side of Fubara are now calling him a weakling, a very weak man. That if it was Wike, not a single member of that status of assembly will remain in River State. They will remain in that legislative quarters now. Not a single one of them. Not to talk of them remaining in River State, kind of. Like the lawlessness that Wike kind of represents. Something that he did and got away with, right, is what Fubara is currently being whipped to line for. So yeah, the governor was outside the gates, all right, and they shut the gates. They shut it and they were looking at him from inside. Like, no. There is no point in trying to make any peace. Alaye, the objective is right now is to get you removed, and you will be removed. Now here is the, the the man behind all of it, bragging, so proud of himself with a Wike, responding when he was asked about this latest development. His response, first.
You have had a frosty relationship with an arm of government. If you're a good politician, it's easy, you go and write later. Hold on. If you're a good politician, you have had a frosty relationship with me for how many years? I've never sat down with you. I've never spoken with you. You seized my salaries. You seized my allowances. Granted by law. You took it. No problem. Now you won a court of appeal. It didn't even occur to you. Even though I won a court of appeal, I still want peace. The matter went to Supreme Court. And Supreme Court now gave judgment. Then the next thing we'll do, that you want to implement, who says no? Is it by writing letter? And who signed the letter? A bloody SSG. Who signed letter to a head of arm of government? What an insult is that? You are telling me here, sending to government will sign letter to the President of Senate or to Speaker of the House of Representatives. The President is coming to present budget. Isn't that it is done?
What should he have done?
If you're a politician, you know what to do. Look, I don't understand. Listen. First of all, assuming you want to go through that route, what is normally done? You call the leadership and say, listen, this is where we are. I want to present this budget. But they agree. Okay. Let's look at it. That should be okay for us. You are not the one to write that I'm coming to present budget tomorrow. Who does that? No, who does that? You want to play to the gallery that you wrote a letter, which is rubbish. I have been in government. I don't just write a letter to Mr. Speaker. I'm coming to present budget tomorrow morning. I think your children. Do you know their engagement? All this is done is to tell you that I'm sincere. Mr. Speaker, where are you? Are you at home? Can you come? Can I come? Can we talk? And they agree on something. And then Mr. Speaker will go back and call his colleagues. Listen, Mr. Governor called me. I met with him. He said, look, he wants to present budget so day. It's okay. Monday, Tuesday. But Speaker, you know that our schedule is so tight. Okay, no, let us accommodate. That's how things are done. All these letters you are writing is useless. You are not sincere. You are playing to the gallery. Everybody knows you are not sincere. You are playing to the gallery. A true politician would not do that way. Let me tell you, Mr. President was to present budget to the National Assembly. Assembly people were not happy for one thing or the other. We met in ESCO, and they said, oh, they've shifted it to the next so day. Why? He had to meet with leadership to agree some gray areas. He doesn't need to write letter. A man who does not want peace is a man who is playing to the gallery. Writing a letter to me, I've written letter. Written letter to who? To your son?
Well, you make this meeting sound very, very easy. After a frosty relationship, that might not be very easy.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, so now you agree with me. After a frosty relationship, you have suffered their families. They cannot pay their children's school fees. Their money they are entitled. Court gave order, you cannot stop their money. You had a penchant of disobeying court orders. This is a country where, I have never, we like things that somebody is doing something wrong. Instead of you to come out to say, look, what you are doing is wrong. You go and say, oh, it is a social political opponent. What kind of rubbish is that? Must you not have opponent? In politics, must you not have opponent? Is there any law that says in politics, everybody must queue behind you? So what is all this? Oh, his opponent. So what? If you give your opponent opportunity to make you unstable, then you will be unstable. You will be. There's no law. After all, there are also people who are working against Tinubu's administration. So Tinubu cannot come and complain. My opponents are working against his opponents. Did they tell him that they will make him to be comfortable? Who does that?
Your Excellency, some people might say, the frostiness is, on both sides in terms of the ultimatums that were given.
Yes,
the ultimatums that were given by the Amir Wule's led legislators about presenting the budget, and also the issues of the commissioners that were elected without vetting from the...
Now you're taking that point. Now let me tell you something. Are you not going to commend them? That they even agreed